Alright guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm McKola's and now I'm finally live. I've been sat here messing around with this bloody phone for ages. Basically, hashtag Android gang all day because I can't stand iPhones. But I'm back, and the reason I'm in a mood is because Mkhitaryan and Carrick are seemingly out of the League Cup final. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Mkhitaryan and Carrick out of the final. Can we blame the selection of the team? Can we blame the selection of the team? Maybe. Jose Mourinho this season, when seemingly we've had opportunities to rest players, he hasn't gone and done that. He's played with a stronger team and maybe he shouldn't have. But it's still bad luck as well because both players, one's pulling a hamstring. I'm not sure what was up with Carrick, but he looked like his calf. And it's just really frustrating that we picked up these injuries ahead of what is our biggest game of the season so far. So yeah, really annoying. Really annoying. Campbell, if that's what you think, mate, kindly do one. Flower. See you later. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Right. Now that we got him out, Mkhitaryan was walking fine at the end. Mind games, maybe. Says Dan French. Much love from South Africa, Robbie. Thank you for joining us. You don't have to limp some days. Says Davo, which is a very valid point. He could have his legs strapped up, all of that good stuff. And he's not even feeling it, but it could still be an injury because when he's playing and when you run, it's different to walking, especially with a hamstring injury. I'm not feeling all this criticism of Jesse Lingard, you know. I'm not feeling it at all because it's absolute bullshit. How can you criticize Jesse Lingard? People saying, Jesse Lingard, he shouldn't be playing in the final. Mkhitaryan out now means Jesse Lingard isn't going to play. Is going to play in the final. He scored the winner. He scored the winner in the FA Cup final. Are you forgetting that? Taking the absolute piss. Guled says it's calm. Don't worry. Martial will step up. Yes, that's one benefit. Anthony Martial can step up and can come back into the team. He was rested today, so we'll have a fresh Anthony Martial. Absolutely buzzing about that one. Josh Lee says Jesse Lingard is quality. Jesse Lingard is Wembley final quality, says Mohammed. Martial Zlatan matter for Sunday. What would your guys' teams be for Sunday? What would your team be for Sunday? Hey, Campbell, I'll have none of that, mate. Absolutely none of that. Get out. My beard's ace. Pogba chant is needed. I've heard one, but I don't know the words properly yet, so I'm not going to say it. The stream was paused for a few minutes. You may have not noticed. The topic randomly changed. Alright, I do apologise for that. What I'll do is then, we'll go nuts deep right from the start. Let's go right then. Basically, the game today, 1-0. Mata and Mkhitaryan link up. It's a great goal. United winning 1-0, 4-0 on aggregate. We saw the game out. We got the victory. Happy days. Another victory away from home. We haven't had many of them in Europe over the last couple of years. And another clean sheet for Sergio Romero. Absolutely buzzing about that. Jose Mourinho went with a strong team though. He went with a very strong team. And as a result, we have now got injuries to Carrick and Henrik Mkhitaryan. After scoring, Henrik Mkhitaryan then went off injured, gutted. Carrick went off injured in the second half. And Eric Bailly was sent off for 2 yellow cards. So really annoying. 3 things. Mkhitaryan, should he have been starting? Look, he didn't start at the weekend. He was rested then. So it's not like he started both games. Carrick too. He didn't play at the weekend and then he played today. So it's not like these guys have played 3 games in a week. You know what I mean? It could have happened to anybody. So it could have been Ashley Young that got injured and he's not played many games at all. So I don't think you can say that, although it is frustrating, and there's been a lot of times when Jose could have rested players. So we've lost 2 players for the final, seemingly. Jose Mourinho has come out after his after the game and said they're injured. They're not going to make it. A calf and a hamstring. 3 days is too little time to get these guys back. Verdant says maybe it's a tactic to catch Sutton off guard, and I really hope it is. But with a hamstring injury, which is what it looked like for Mkhitaryan, and with Michael Carrick's injury, it's very rare. It's very unlikely they're going to be available for the weekend. So he's absolutely got in. Oh yeah, Mickey did play both, didn't he? So I'm wrong there. I'm wrong there. But he didn't play last week. So my point kind of stands. He hasn't played every single week. Mkhitaryan's one of these players that has missed a lot of games. So it's not like he's been played through every single game, is it? It's not like it was a Zlatan that got injured. If Zlatan got injured, I could say, yeah, he should have been getting a rest. If it was Pogba, you could say, yeah, he should have been getting a rest. But it's Mkhitaryan and Michael Carrick, players that haven't played every game anyway. So really disappointing to have lost those guys to injuries. And now we're without them for the final, it seems. Going to be really big misses. And then, of course, Eric Bailly. The first yellow card, absolutely ridiculous from Eric Bailly. Why is he diving in there? He didn't have to. It was a rash challenge. He deserved to get booked. The second challenge, it wasn't a yellow card. He got the ball. It was the wrong decision by the ref. But Bailly didn't have to dive in. The player was going nowhere. He could have relaxed, stayed behind him, touched tight, I've got ya. But he dived in. And when you dive in and the player's diving, it's giving the referee a decision to make. Once you give the referee a decision to make and you're on a yellow card, you're walking on a tightrope. So he only has himself to blame as well. And after the first yellow, he would have missed the next game anyway. But now with this yellow, it means he misses that game. And he starts, if he plays the second leg, he'll be going into that game on a yellow card and potentially missing the last 8 first leg if we were to get there. So it's really annoying by Eric Bailly. He was playing very well today as well. He did one super cool tackle, and he was a bit rash at the start of the San Etienne game, and he was very cool and calm and composed today. So it was good to see him playing better, but then he goes and does that, and now he's going to miss that. So really annoying. Please like the stream as well. We'll be doing these live streams even from Wembley at the weekend. So as soon as I come out of Wembley, do fan cams, then I'm going to go live on YouTube. So make sure you like the stream, do all of that good stuff. Rooney for the final. Rooney's not going to play in the final, is he? He's not played any football recently, so I can't see him coming into the final. Squad rotation will come in handy, Abze, but do you want to be squad rotated with a final coming up? You want to be playing everybody. I really do know how to treat a man, JMUFZ. Who is full-time Devils? I'm not telling you. But you will get a face reveal from producer Chris when we hit 1 million subs. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, then make sure you hit it now. My man of the match today was Juan Mata. I thought he was very, very good today. His combination with Mkhitaryan for the goal was fantastic. And then I think his passing and his all-round ball potential during the game was excellent as well. So it was nice to see that from Juan Mata today, and he put in a man of the match performance for me. Unfortunately, when we went down to 10 men, as always, he's the first one to get hooked, so he did get hooked for that. For Marcus Rojo, when Eric Bailly was sent off. When we went down to 10 men, we played better than we were in that period just before. When we had 11 men, we were keeping the ball well, we were playing the ball well. We maintained possession. We created a few opportunities. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I thought, had a decent game today, despite not scoring. He did get a little bit greedy towards the end. He had a few opportunities where he could have passed, and he went to try and dribble through everyone and score. But I think he was just trying to keep his goal record going against San Etienne. Overall, good game today. Paul Pogba had moments of magic, but just really, you've got that sour taste in your mouth now that will come out of the game, and Mkhitaryan's injured, Michael Carrick's injured, gutted. Absolutely gutted at that, because those are two players that you would have expected to start at the weekend. Those are two players that you'd say are in Manchester United's first 11. Now, I don't think they're as important to the team as, say, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is. I don't think that at all. But Mkhitaryan's a quality player. Michael Carrick provides that balance to the midfield. Southampton are a team that keep possession of the ball, play through the third, played well. And Michael Carrick would have been great to have to defend against that. And especially with him behind Pogba and Herrera. What 11 would I play now? I'd play David De Gea. I think he'll come back in at the weekend, which is disappointing for Romero because he's been fantastic. And then I'd play Valencia at right back. Again, disappointing for Young, but Valencia's been one of our best players this season. So Valencia comes in refreshed and ready to go. I think you keep Bailly and Smalling together at the heart of the defence. Bailly as well. He's obviously coming back, even though he was sent off today. He will play in the League Cup final and different competitions for those that are asking. Then at left back, I'd go with Daley Blind. I thought he did well today. I love Luke Shaw. I want to see him back in the team, but he's not going to come straight back in for a final, is he? In the midfield, I think whilst it would be nice to see Bastian Schweinsteiger come in, I don't think he will. I think this injury to Carrick will force us to go 4-2-3-1. And I'd go with Pogba, Herrera. And then I'd go with Marshall, Mata, Zlatan up top. So who is it? If Mkhitaryan doesn't play, who takes his position? I would give it to Marcus Rashford or... I'd say Marcus Rashford or Jesse Lingard, but Marcus Rashford for me would be first choice ahead of Jesse Lingard. But Jesse Lingard's got a fantastic record at Wembley, and him being on the bench would be a great option to bring off it. And if he did start, I wouldn't have no issue with that. As Davo says, Jose Mourinho has confirmed that Mkhitaryan and Michael Carrick would probably miss the final. He's saying 3 days is not enough time to get those guys fit for the final. The injuries aren't that bad when you look at it in general terms. They should only miss a week or two, but it's really, really disappointing. Anthony Marshall, though, was rested today, given a full rest ahead of the game on Sunday. He needs to start that game on Sunday. It'd be great to see him start. And I'm looking forward to the game on Sunday, despite this little setback that we've had with the injuries. We go into the game as clear favourites with the likes of Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Pogba, who are really finding their form and finding a link up, finding that connection, and a Herrera to come back into the team having had the week off. So I'm really looking forward to the game on Sunday. But Mkhitaryan and Carrick will be a miss. Guys, thank you for joining us here on Full Time Devils. I've been Adam McKola. This has been Full Time Devils. Stephen also did a match reaction as well. So if you didn't see it when he was live, go and check that out now that you've seen mine. And if you've just tuned in, then wait up a little bit. This will be back up on YouTube in a bit, and you can rewind it and watch everything else from the start. Abdullah, mind your language, boy. Martial must play the final when he's on form. His class, says Sam. Top four without Mickey. Yeah, I think we'll get top four. And I don't think Mickey's going to be out that long. The Trafford says it could be mind games with the Mkhitaryan thing. It could be mind games. You could get their manager thinking we're going to go with one and then go with another team. Later, Josh, thank you for joining us. MUFC Tom, I agree. I think I've read half your comment. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining us today. We will have we've got loads coming up this week. We've got the preview ahead of the cup final on Friday. I said on Facebook it was Thursday, but on Friday we've got the Europa League draw. So we'll be covering that. Weekend, we've got loads coming up around the final, live before the game, live after the game, this, that, and the other. So make sure you like the Facebook page, subscribe on YouTube, Snapchat FT Devils, Instagram Full Time Devils, Twitter at Full Time Devils, and I'm going to go live on my channel shortly, so make sure you come over there to youtube.com/Adam McKola, subscribe to that, and I'll be live there shortly. See you in a bit.